it over to you.
Okay.
Awesome. Good morning, chamber members. It is Monday, September 21st. We are here with Dr. Raj Bath. We are so excited to bring back our member of the week. We took a week off because I was on vacation and we just took a week off. But we are back and excited to have our member of the week. Dr. Bath has a business here in Pickerington, and it is, I'm always reading it because I want to make sure I always get it right, the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. So they are our member of the week for September 21st. Want to say thank you, as always, to our member of the week sponsors, MMA Insurance and Siebert & Reynolds CPAs. And we're going to jump right into our interview because I know Dr. Bath is a busy, busy man. So we're going to start out with, how long have you been in business and what services do you guys provide?
Well, first of all, Teresa, thank you for letting me be on in the Business of the Week and giving me the opportunity to talk about what we do here. We have been in business since October of 2003. We opened the office, as most people know, we rehabbed the old Clages home that was also then subject to, I think, changing hands a couple times, and then it ended up with the Zacks, who opened up Max and Irma's restaurant fame. And then it went into disrepair after a while, and we went and rehabbed it. It was quite a labor of love. It was a short period of time in my life where I thought I was going to be an architect. So the building just had a lot of character, and it wasn't going to be something that we could have gotten back. The old contractors that built the place were talking about tearing it down. We've tried to keep it. We've tried to do this. We tried to make restaurants out of it. But I didn't want to tear it down. I didn't want to be that guy that tore down the building. And then, but at the same time, I fell in love with the architecture, and it was just beautiful. So we rehabbed it, kept as much of the original structure as we could, and then basically made it into our home for the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. At that time, when we first started, we were Pickerington Manor Jaw and Facial Surgery, and we've kind of rebranded to incorporate the other offices that we also have. We do have an office in Bexley. We have an office in Westerville, which we just got done moving from New Albany. And then we also have Bella Cosmetica, which is in the office right next door. Let's see what else. So here at the Ohio Center, what we basically focus on is oral maxillofacial surgery, which is anything from that mouth, face, and jaws. So anything from like the clavicle up is anything from reconstructive jaw surgery to with implants. That's kind of my subspecialty. That's what I really enjoy doing. The cosmetic side, we kind of took out of this office and then made its own entity in itself, because again, it's something that when, you know, Timmy's here for getting his wisdom teeth out, I don't feel like selling services to mom. It should all be about Timmy. So at that time, I decided we're going to basically pop it over next door. My wife took over that, so Christy's been kind of spearheading that. And some of the things that we've been doing here is the fact that COVID has kind of like hit us. It's hit everybody, and it's an unfortunate thing, as you can see with the mask. The idea is, again, to try and adapt and move forward, try and do things safely, and knock on wood, we've had basically a couple scares, but no real actual outbreaks from the office or in the office. We actually started wearing the mask 24/7 in the office as soon as they considered this a pandemic, and even before the office or before the mandates for wearing masks, I told the office staff that we were going to wear a mask amongst each other, because you never know when you're going to get exposed. You don't know who you've been around, and it's not like it's a purposeful thing that people are going around and spreading this. At least I hope not. I'd like to be the observant optimist that I try to be, and think that people are going to be trying to do better for each other. But the interesting thing was when it came across and it became a mandate, my assistant, Angie, was just like, see, you had us doing this even before it was. And that was just from the training, because a lot of people don't really understand the training of what an oral maxillofacial surgeon is. We're dental specialists, but at the same time, we get training in the hospital in how to take care of medically compromised patients, surgical patients, from, again, any kind of head and neck reconstructive surgery. So when I was in training, I did anything from cosmetic surgery rotations to ENT rotations, to general anesthesia, to general surgery. That's just what part of the training is. And it's a lot more diverse than going to a general dentist, from the standpoint that, not that there aren't good training for general dentists, it's just that we are specialists in a dental specialty, and I'm proud to say that. What else can I tell you?
So you were kind of an early adopter of the masks, and obviously there was the mandated shutdown, and then everybody's back to business and the masks continue, which is a good thing to keep everybody safe and healthy, absolutely. What has there been something, and before we hit the record button, I know we kind of talked a little bit about this, but is there something that you feel would be a positive outcome of all of this?
Sure. As far as being early adopters of the COVID kind of regulations, we actually stayed open. I accepted the risk. I talked to the office staff and they accepted the risk. And we were here to help people when they were in emergency situations. We had a lot of doctor referral sources that basically we had communicated with and kept people out of pain. This is unfortunately one of the first year that we haven't had in the last, I think, 12 years of doing our extractions on the house, where we purposefully do service to the community in order to keep the people who sometimes just can't afford it. Not only do we have to deal with rocketing costs of healthcare, but the fact that we've had the pandemic in addition. So this is one of the years I really was hoping to do extractions on the house, and unfortunately with that, we just felt it wasn't probably safe to do for the staff as well as for the general population. So we're unfortunately not going to have our annual extractions on the house, but and again, all in the name of safety. So the good points is the fact that, I think Pickerington has kind of shown itself to be a neighborhood kind of community that it always has been, and I've really kind of been able to see that that is still the case. I live here in Pickerington as well. So, a lot of doctors don't do that anymore, practice where they live. And I think a lot of that is the fact that you want to basically know that I'm doing my best, and I treat patients like family, or at least try and do my best to do that. Not everybody obviously is going to feel that way, unfortunately, because they might get a bill or something like that afterwards. But the reality is that we try and do our best to make everything here seem as seamless as possible. And even with COVID, we've tried to adapt a lot of the new technologies we've been doing. Teleconferencing for consultations. We've been doing different aspects of using our technology. We can go into that in a little bit. There's quite a bit of things that we're actually doing technology-wise that's kind of groundbreaking, as well as historic in the field of dentistry, as well as oral maxillofacial surgery. But I think that the community has kind of shown that they're really kind of still together. I think that that warms my heart, as well as the fact that we've been here for almost 20 years now, and we're still going strong. Things are picking back up for us. We're happy to say that the community is still supporting us as well as each other.
Wonderful. Well, I know the last question really you kind of just answered is, what do you think the best part of doing business in the Pickerington and Columbus region are. And you really kind of said it, it's the people, it's the environment that we have here. But if you want to, add anything else to that, I think you really summed that up really well. I mean, even
Thank
without
you.
asking you that question.
Thanks. I really don't have too much else like that. I mean, I think of Pickerington as my home. I grew up in Warren, Pennsylvania, which was northwest corner of Pennsylvania, where the little chimney is, and was a little small thumbnail town. And Pickerington's a bit bigger. We had one high school there. We were a large school for that area. We had about 300 people when my sister graduated, and it started to shrink, and it was down to about 220 or 200 when I was there. And to see a community like Pickerington where people are just congregating, because it's a great place. We need to do our best to continue to support the community, support our high schools, support our kids. And we've got great athletics, we've got great environment to raise kids. Although the only thing I do miss from Warren is you still leave your bike outside at nighttime and expect it to be there in the morning. I don't know anywhere that you could probably do that nowadays, but but I still, we've left our doors unlocked occasionally by accident, and we don't have the issues. I mean, my alarms have gone off in the middle of the night here at the office, and I've come in and the police have been so helpful and cooperative to help secure the building, secure the environment. There's really not too much that I don't like about Pickerington, and being from a small town, and this has that continuation of a small town feel, even though we're so close to metropolis like Columbus. You get the best of both worlds. You're not too far from, well, hopefully all this stuff will open up again, but you're not too far from, professional sports. You're not too far from world-class college sports. It's just a great location, and it's. I hope that a lot of people see that, and that they want to continue to foster that, rather than all this negativity, like you and I started off talking about before the interview. There's just so much out there that it's so easy to be negative because everybody else is. It really takes a few to start the positivity, and I think a place like Pickerington, we could really actually continue to let that be a positive thing, because I think we do have a lot of great people. I think we do have a lot of great businesses. I think we all have to remember that, and we all have to support each other. We've always done something for the chamber with the conception since 2003. And we've always had discounts for chamber members as long as they tell us that they're chamber members. We've done whatever we can, because again, it's kind of like a nice thing to be able to do the scratch my back, I scratch yours. We've had the opportunity to do so much, and by we, I mean my family and myself, because of this great community. And I just want to see it grow, and I love giving back to it. I mean, we support the schools as best we can. We support the community. We do our free extractions, and we got an award for that from the chamber. I think it was from the bar safety award. It's just things that really kind of, I think, mean something to people. Pickerington has, I mean, in different areas. You just got to go back and look for it.
Absolutely. We do have a fantastic community here, and you guys do a fantastic job, and we honestly are thrilled to have you in the community. I'm thrilled to have had the chance to get to know you and meet you and Christy, and you guys are both just fantastic. And we just want to say thank you. And again, recognize you as our member of the week for September 21st, Dr. Bath and his whole team at the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery, located here in Pickerington. Great family, great chamber members. We're excited for you and want to just continue to recognize you and all of our members as we continue to move forward in this wonderful world that we are in, and trying to keep things positive moving forward.
Absolutely. And thank you for the opportunity again, Teresa. I really appreciate what you've been doing with the chamber since you've gotten here. You've done a lot of things that I've seen heading in the right direction. Not that it wasn't in the previous times, but I really think that you've done a good job in some tough times. So thank you as well.
Thank you. And we very much appreciate you. And once again, member of the week, awesome company. Thank you to our sponsors, MMA Insurance and Siebert Reynolds CPAs. And make sure you check them out and visit their website and learn more about this great business right here in Pickerington, a family that lives here, works here, plays here, just a great thing. So thank you again. Thanks. And we hope everybody has a fantastic week.
Can I give you the website?
Yes.
You mentioned the website. So it's theocdoc.com. That's THE Oscar Charlie OCDOC dog Oscar Charlie.com. So come by, stop in if you need something. We've got to be here and help as well.
Awesome.
Take
Thank
care,
you
folks.
so much.
Bye-bye.